A little laggy though. What is making me laggy? Perhaps it's starting up is making me laggy. Yeah, there we go. That's me. Okay. Close all this. And close anything else that could be causing problems. Nothing else I can close. So gonna finish off a couple of writs and then we'll get started. We have stuff to talk about. Contests, first off. And also, excuse me, events going on in game. Believe it or not, there are, in fact, events going on in the game. As of today. Nice of them to tell us ahead of time, right? It's just for this weekend. This weekend only! Sorry, that was horrible. Allow me to pull up the messages. We're gonna skip like a second. Okay. Sweet sugar cookie. Where's everybody? Where are you all? It says 0 viewers. That's not like you. No, I'll get going anyway. Allow me to do this real quick. And then I do need food. Okay. So, out of nowhere, they've come up with an event that we have now, believe it or not. In fact, I may have drops. Allow me to check. I should have drops. If they're not up yet, they're going to come shortly. Because we do have an event going on. Believe it or not. We have this going on. It's kind of amazing that this just was sprung on us like it was nothing. Here you go. Get bonus XP gold and drops during the Explorer celebration. Kicking off this Thursday, November 12th. Oh, tomorrow. Never mind. At 10 a.m. and running until Monday, November 16th at 10 a.m. The limited time Explorer celebration grants you additional rewards for the following in-game activities. Double drops from harvest nodes. I can speak, really I can. Not fishing, it specifically says. Double XP gains from every source. This stacks with other XP boosts such as scrolls or group modifiers. Wow, I'm really glad that they actually addressed specific questions that they knew people would ask. They actually considered what would a person ask here, and they what's the word? Anticipated it properly, and I appreciate that. Double gold earned for monster kills, quest rewards, and similar sources. Whatever the hell that means. They couldn't be a little more specific. Honestly, if Gina's the one who's writing all of these, I would love to help Gina. I would love to work with her because I'm a lawyer and I know how to answer things thoroughly. And I think sometimes she's just crushed for time, and I would love to be able to like really, really put out not just a summary, but like everything. Yeah, it starts tomorrow though, Evil. So we're good for today, but starting tomorrow at the normal time for events to start, I think 10 a.m. Eastern, we're going to start having doubles of money, doubles of XP, double nodes. There are no event tickets. It does not have its own unique quests, achievements, or collectibles. Additionally, the Impresario isn't available. To sum up, the Explorer Celebration begins tomorrow and runs for this weekend only. This weekend only! So don't miss out on your chance to get extra XP gold and resource node drops. Have fun. So that's what's going on this weekend. Starting tomorrow. So today is still normal, do your normal thing kind of day. And that's it. All right. One more character. Sorry. Also contests. Let's talk about contests because there's some issues here. I don't know if I'm making a bigger deal out of something than needs be. No, I don't want to do that. I want to copy this. Copy. But here we go. This is what's going on. These are all of the contests going on. Community contests. Oh, for crying out loud. Really? Already? Got it. All right. We've got good morning, Torber. Hi, how you doing? Let me give you a shout out. It's early. I don't know why, but my peeps aren't up yet. Okay. You know what I did is I actually, after watching a bunch of what you were doing yesterday, after my husband started, what happened is my husband came in and he started playing a game with all of his friends on, I guess it's, what's this thing you use for your game? Board game something? I don't know. He plays something on like that where they can play board games together over the internet, and it gets loud and I can hear all of them, and you know it's noisy and whatnot. So that's why I had to leave, is because I couldn't hear you and the game over what they were doing. So what I did is I actually looked up your game. I read the wiki on it, and I have to tell you, I did not see that ending coming. Like, I really did not see that ending coming. So, Tabletop Simulator, thank you. It has a, what, where you can flip the table? Yeah, if you're pissed off, you lose. All right. Hi, Jemima. I mean, maybe the ending isn't so bad. Like, maybe that's not so bad. I don't know. I need my other one. I will be right back. Mocha is super mocha-y.
Make sure you stir it because a lot of the chocolate settles.
That's the point. I'm gonna try to drink from the top. Oof! So my husband went to the coffee shop. Oh yeah, potatoes open. Go ahead and exclamation point potato for 50,000 gold on PCNA or PCNA EU. Don't feel bad about it, even if you have a lot of money. Go ahead and enter. So my husband, by accident, bought me. Well, it wasn't his fault. You're welcome, Nova. So what happened is my my husband went to go get my normal coffee. We support the local coffee place, even though times are bad because they have a drive-through, and we don't want them to shut down. And they're kind of a mom and pop place, so we end up, trying to support them the way that you can during COVID. But by accident, and they make my drink every damn day, but by accident, they made it a mocha. Like, literally, this is all mocha. And so they put chocolate in my coffee. And why? They make it every day. I don't really know why they messed it up, but they did. And so they showed my husband, and they said, we can either pour this out, or you can have it free while we make you another drink. And so my husband's like, of course, I don't know if she likes mocha, but I'll freaking take it. He's like, don't pour that out. Hey, Shunzi. So, yes, so much mocha. This is like 32 ounces of mocha. I believe it's 4 shots, though. A quad. So, 4 shots of espresso and a whole hell of a lot of chocolate. I'm going to be bouncing off the friggin' walls. Not by choice. Not by choice. So the other contests going on, in addition to, wait, where the hell does this go? Ongoing contests. Yeah, we try to do one every week. Hi, I'm a little bit hyper. Already, that's gonna be scary, isn't it? Hello. Too much of the bad for me coffee mocha. I would never order mocha by choice, but if that's what they gave me, I agree with my husband. If they were gonna just pour it out, what a waste. So just get, woof. That's a lot of chocolate. That is a lot of chocolate. Yes, I will. Hey, Raven, I did a, those 23andMe tests? Well, mine says that I metabolize coffee as the fastest of anyone in, like, the highest echelon of tiers ratio in the entire people that they test. Like, I metabolize caffeine that fast. So it's like, that explains why I can drink this and then go to sleep. Because I metabolize it, like, super fast. So Nova Draken runs a guild called Aether Realm. And I did show you the community contest, but these are the local contests, meaning just the guilds themselves. So we got DDAs, we've got Housing's Finest, and now I'm going to start including Aether Realm. And they have a workshop hobby studio. So, of course, you have to be a member of one of these guilds to enter their contests. These are the community ones. You need to start on espresso. Espresso will wake your ass up. So, 25th, J-Heart, Fantastic Feasts. 28th, J-Heart, Markarth. And 29th, EU, Aetherius. Now, I mailed something to J-Heart saying, do you want to clarify or do you not care if people use the same feasts as last year? Because I think he's going to see that. And his response to me was he thinks it's different enough that people won't submit the same one that they did last year. Let me pull up what he said. I'll give you the exact link so you can look at it yourself. Here's his link. I'm gonna flip out like a ninja. Here you go. Here's his link. Now, he says, for the feast one, make a feast full of food. Emphasis will be on the food more than the chairs and place settings. Hey, 6. So feel welcome to go with something like catering, food display, potluck table, or grazing table. Tips. Use vertical space. Stack it up. Adding height will make everything more visible and allow for more creativity. Highly recommend custom cobbled foods for more creativity points. Now, he's hey, 6. My concern was that some people were going to use the same exact one from last year because some people did build up. And I don't think that it would be unreasonable to expect that you might see some duplicates. But I kind of got... he responded with, he feels that the rules are different enough that people won't submit the same thing, first of all. And that, secondly, he doesn't think that anybody would make that quote-unquote mistake. So just wanted to give you that heads up in case you were thinking, hey, I already did one of those. I don't see why not, right? Because Lord knows I do that all the time, right? I reuse my houses because you should. So just FYI, that may not be something that you want to do. Okay. And then, just so you know, also, for those of you who just joined, there is an event starting tomorrow. There is an event. It is Exploration Celebration. And basically, double nodes, double experience. I know, he's so trusting. Yeah, double nodes, double resources. Starts at normal time tomorrow. Should have Twitch drops. So if you want to get some gems, yeah, it should be some... I mean, I'm pretty excited about the fact that they just did a rando thing. It doesn't have any tickets, so you won't get any tickets. Impresario won't show up. It's just a traditional, old-fashioned kind of extra content type dealie instead of what they've been doing lately, which is, you know, jump through 10 hoops and then you get something at the end. Hold on. I'm just going to pull these out. I'm not going to actually do anything with them yet. I'm going to flip out like a ninja. There. All right. And then I'm going to drop my money in. Oh, I owe Masha money. And when we get to EU, that's who won yesterday. I read it as Kazdra, and I got a mail from her mentioning that it was actually her. It was Masha. So that's just a name she uses. Yeah, no, lots of mundanes. It'll be a great time to recollect mundanes. Wow, good point. Really, really good point. Okay, let's look at houses, shall we? It's always interesting to see who goes to whose houses. Also, you know, if you're looking for a housing guild, I did ask DDA what the situation was with booting people, but I have not heard it. 498, 6, you want in? I can invite you, I think. If you're on. I don't know. Maybe I can. Maybe they did boot 2 people for it. I don't know. I'll send you the invite. There you go. It should. I'm an officer there from a while back, so that invite is now yours. I don't know how many housings Finest has, but I know that Nova's new guild is still adding people. You would be talking to Danger Lucy, and I don't think she'll care. Honestly, Six, I don't think she'll care. And I could be your... I'll be your... What's the word? Sponsor, if it is an issue. I don't see how it would be. But... I mean... I can't imagine why that would be a problem at all. Not in our guild. It's so laid back. Alright, let's go to the oldest antiquarian that I have favorited, because what I did is I favorited ones that we need to visit. So 3 weeks ago, I favorited Calates. So let's go there. You're welcome. Also, we do have a trader this week, but so does, honestly, everybody ended up with good traders. Yes, Azalea. Everybody ended up with really good traders. Nova Draken got, his guild, the Ethereal Realm, I forget. I'm totally slaughtering that name. A trader in Eleanor. And DDA, luck have it, got up spot in, Solitude. So... Well, yeah, that's Aether Realm. Sorry, Nova. My memory is shot, and I do my best to try to remember things. In fact, I write certain words down, and I'm going to add that one to my list. Aether Realm, Greenhouse. I always get that wrong. And what's the one with the time sand? Hourglass. With my RA, I forget words. Certain words don't pop in my head and my dummy. Alright. So this is Calates. I don't know them. This is their antiquarian. Deviant Fishy. Hello. Fish and potatoes. That's an interesting thing. I haven't seen anyone do that yet. Also, if I'm super hyper today, it's because by accident they gave me a mocha. So it's not just caffeine, it's also sugar. Oh, wow, look at this feast. Goodness. I wonder if this could enter J Heart's and contest for all the feast stuff. It's like a ton of food in here. I'm not going to do it. I don't have the energy in me. I'm still working on my thankfulness house. Look at all the cubbies full. Oh, that's so nice and pleasing. Cubbies. Pleasing cubbies. Look at how nicely they filled this. If you want to really show this off, backlight it a little bit. I would say put some sort of light behind the whole set that shines through so you can actually see what's in here. You know what? If I were to actually enter the feast contest, mine would be off in left field as well. So I wouldn't feel bad about that at all. That just... you just have to do... Oh, toys. You just have to do what speaks to you. And if it's crazy, it's crazy. Like, that's... At least half of my entries into J Heart's contests have been sarcastic. Oh, look at that window. They just put the frame over the existing window, I think? Interesting. Interesting. Okay, we're empty on this flourish. Oh, top floor closed off. So I think everything is outside. Everything else is outside. I'm gonna flip out like a ninja. I don't know what we're getting this weekend for Lux items. I don't know if we're in the first or second week of stuff. I think aren't we in the second week of trees? So we should get something entirely different this weekend. It is, but the exterior is also done up. So you've got fishing. First. I don't know what we're gonna get. I wish I did know. Thank you. No, I knew what you meant. And then, you know what? They did all of that, like, they packed that kitchen so full that they're a little light in the backyard, but that's okay because it's a fishing zone. Yeah, that should be fun to see what we get then. Can never predict. All right. Looking good. Yeah, I heard some people saying that we're going to get pretty plants soon. All right. And the same thing with which exorcised. This will be the last one, though. This is Grey Malkin's Exorcised. Yeah, I could use more of those. I can show you what I've done so far with my house. I was thinking about using the cerulean spade leaves, but I have like 4 and they don't really go all that well with my build. There's a lot of, now that I've done the basic build on, I want to do the cobbles and whatnot. There's a lot of space left. This is Grey Malkin's Alright, this is Grey Malkin's. What does the hub say? No name. Just witches. So we got a spooky Halloween house with Banekin having a party over here. And then what are you... Did you eat him? Did this guy eat him? I got a feeling he ate that other guy. I mean, you're stuck in a cage with someone, and you know, if they're dead, you might as well, right? If you're not going to eat any other way. So they built up here. I don't know if I'm supposed to be able to get on this plank. Eek. I did! I got on the plank. But now what? I don't get it. I guess that was it? That's as high as I go? I don't know. Hey, no. Green fire. Scaries. You can see I left on my location markers for EHT. I'll turn them off now. If you hadn't updated, there's a couple of more bug fixes this morning. If you haven't checked Minion yet, I mean. There's another version of EHT fixing some... Oh, no! Some cosmetic errors, according to the updates. Now, that's interesting. They've kind of made it almost like a dwarven bed by putting furs on top of just stone. That must be really uncomfortable, or for dwarves. I don't know how the dwarves sleep on stone beds. I assume they have either some really good mattresses or they were made really strangely. As Marigo. Marigo? Mare? And lots of spidey webs. Alright. Allow me to show you the progress that has been made on my house. Not in love with it. Don't hate it. It needs work. It's pretty early on in the creation. Maybe not early on. Maybe it's like middle. But it needs a lot more detail work. All it is right now is the big picture work. No detail work yet. So it's a little lacking in that sense. It is nighttime though, so you should be able to see some of it. When you come in, you'll see these little lit up spots, but I think I'm going to need to identify that you have to go up here somehow. Without, I'll put stand here or something like that so people know. And then I'm not just going to leave the candles just hanging there. All right. And then you go through this gate. And you get the view straight ahead, which is kind of blinding, which is a little disappointing. Didn't want it to be that blinding. But you get here and you'll see I I actually removed the blue ivy I had up and replaced it with green ivy because I like the green ivy better. It makes it look more elven almost, right? So I left that up. And then the stairway I changed slightly, but I'm still not happy with. So that you end up coming out here in this little garden area where you can sit and enjoy the view. And then you go up this portion and you can see the kitty. And then you can read the book. So this book, you know, obviously is the reason why my thankfulness is for Grant, who passed. So it's a memorial. That's why it's not really a building so much as it's a outdoor sort of sitting area where someone would sit to. It's okay. It's got its problems, but it's okay. The water, though, pissed me off because the water here is so dark and dingy that I did add a little bit of a sheen over it. I might try to find some way to like dull that light a little bit because that light is just painful. But I did want that color in there, so I'm not sure what to do. We'll figure it out. Sooner or later. Hey, Inked. But yeah, we've got a couple little seats and everything else is coming along swimmingly. It's better than it was. Every day it'll get a little better than it was. It just takes time. All right, let's do. I did promise I would do Chrysea's Orbservatory prior at Gilded Manor. This is her entry to lights for DDA. Be forewarned about this. Chrysea is perhaps. Chrysea is perhaps the most technically advanced person I've ever met in terms of building. You're going to look at a lot of her stuff, and I know a lot of people end up feeling kind of sad, like they'll never get to that level. So try not to do that, because we all have our talents, and you can't compare yourself. It's like, we're all a little different, right? And some people have super, super good eyes for color, and some people have super, super good eyes for cobbles. She's one of the latter. She has a really good eye for cobbles. So you'll see she's already incorporated some of these things into the ground, which, frankly, I'm not even sure what those are. Dwarven tonal arcs. They don't even look like dwarven tonal. Yeah, it's true. It's true. My husband always makes fun of me for comparing my... Oh, she's so sweet. Exactly, so. My husband always talks about how I always try to compare my writing to Mark Knopfler's writing, his musical writing, his lyrics and everything. And he's like, you're crazy. You're just nuts. You cannot compare yourself with a person who's been writing music for, who's a master lyricist, no less, and who has been writing lyrics for almost 50 years. And is considered one of the best in the world ever, right? And why are you, who's just starting out, comparing yourself to that? And it's true. And don't do it. Take my husband's advice. He's absolutely right. Don't do that to yourself. Look at that beautiful window. That's a throne with one of the mirrors behind it. That's just truly gorgeous. Oh, a little bit of VHT up there. Look at that. Nicely done. Which is why I bring it up, right? Which is why I mention it every time we go to one of her houses, and why I put aside a little extra time for her stuff, because I know it's going to be detailed. I know it's going to be gorgeous. I also know that it's going to hurt for some people, because it hurts me. I'm not going to lie. It hurts me a little bit. And she's one of my best friends. I adore Chrysaea, but it hurts me because I can't do this. I don't have the vision. I don't have the ability, but that's okay. By the way, I forgot to take a picture of this. It's beautiful. You know, mine is very, if you go and compare this to mine right now, there's not a single cobble in what I just made out and showed you. This is so much more gilded and complex and detailed and interesting than what I did. And that's okay. Art is different. All right, walking the golden path. Anchored by the shining waters of the Glister Witch, the Golden Lady Meridia, and the golden potential of the races of Nirn, represented by the Gilt Parlor, this parterre, I'm probably murdering that word, path serves as a peaceful place of meditation for those who seek the light of light in life. As no light has meaning without shadow, this garden honors Nocturnal between its golden anchors as a reminder of the darkness between each moment of light, and as a reminder that the darkness is a finite thing. A state one can navigate by the candles that light the way, a mere moment in time one passes by as they walk the path bound by anchors of light. That's beautiful. That's absolutely beautiful. I guess wow, look at all that. All of those river type waterfalls. She's doing what I always point out about butterfly bushes, is put them where they matter. Over a seat, so you have the butterflies flying over you, or when you first walk in is a good place. Nice way to combine Nocturnal and the, whatchamacallit, the Clockwork Orrery. It's beautiful. It truly is. Oh, a Nimbus. And Meridia. The Meridia lamp. Which I still don't have, and I really wanted as a centerpiece for my Grant build, but it's okay. I'll get it eventually. It doesn't matter. And that is a very mature way of handling it. Better than I have in the past. There have been times where I've walked into her stuff and I've just felt like I just want to quit. Because there's no chance that I would ever have thought of these things. But I wonder if we're supposed to go downstairs. Whilst, yeah, she's got a second floor. While I may not have ever thought of this, I may come up with ideas that she wouldn't have. You know, it's a different kind of world. What does this say? Staff quarters. Service access to dining, laundry, and cellars. Okay. Oh, beautiful sink. Gorgeous oven. Oh, she put her chocolate chip cookies in again. So what she did the first time she made her chocolate chip cookies, and it looks like she did it again, each of these chunks, these chocolate chips, are a single effect. That's why she has 180 effects, because each of the chocolate chips is its own So she can change its size and everything. She's got a really good amount of effects in here. And they're subtle. You know, it's like you don't see them all. The clock is a hood over the cooking. What does this one say? Breakfast nook, gentleman's lounge, and withdrawing room. The only thing I would change, Chrysaea, is I would turn up the color on the writing, because I can hardly read it. I think the color is a little too subtle. Unless you want it to be subtle. But, oh, look what she did here in the background. This is a thing that people have been doing in design magazines, which, for God, don't ask me why. I've read since I was a kid. Probably because my mom was into it. She got a lot of them. But what people started doing in the aughts, the 2000s, is they started putting not just paint, like bright colors, but they'd also put wallpaper in the back of a bookcase. What she's done here is she's used an effect as wallpaper behind that. And that looks really good. I'm not sure how she made that circle. Solitude table, maybe. And then we've got another, I think the roof is Ocean of Stars. And then that chandelier is handmade, obviously. I see where the effects are now. This is really good. It's very beautiful, subtle effects. And then, of course, this fireplace is cobbled. Everything's cobbled. Everything's cobbled. You know, this window seat is cobbled. And then this other fireplace, this candle fireplace, is cobbled. That's her and Darian. She also added wainscoting as an effect. There's wallpapering, of course. This is the seat of the Snow Prince, I think? No, this is Riven King's throne. Used in repeating fashion. And then the bedroom is this is double-sided, very interesting. And then more windows. And then the bath. Oh, no, it's a dressing room. Or a closet, maybe. That's another dress. And there's a watch sitting on the luggage. Look at the little shoes. I think she sent me a picture of this when she made these because they're so cute. Oof, so much chocolate in that. I want to stand up on something so I get a better view of the jewelry. Now, what's been done here is interesting. She colored, at very least, she colored parts of the gems to have their own coloring because they don't normally. Hello. It looks really good. I think that's a hat. And I think it's a gorgeous hat. Look at that hat. Azura holding the little sun as the centerpiece of the hat. Beautifully done. Spectacular, of course. Like Shenzi said. Did anyone expect anything less? I don't think so. It's truly spectacular. If you want to visit this, it's an open house. It's the Observatory Prior on NA. It's Chrysaeus. So have a look-see and enjoy. Of course she's going to win. In fact, I should probably just go vote now. If there is a voting channel, I don't even know. No, she's got another one that she's working on with all of the diamonds. So, yeah. No. This is not the one that she's currently working on. She finished this one. No, I know. And this one is no cheapie either. And also, this one had a ton of work because she had to get every single one of these leads. All of the leads for all of the Echoes of Almeras. She had to get all of the leads for all the windows. I mean, it's insane. The amount of work that she did was just absurd. Also, by the way, guys, take a look at this game board. She made chess by changing the game board. Yeah, exactly. Just so many subtle little details that I'm not sure I caught them all. But I may come back later and take another look to make sure that I got everything. But for the most part, I think this is it. As if that's, you know, not enough. Beautiful. Of course, beautiful, beautiful, beautiful. All right, let's go to FRK's Outlaw Tavern. FRK, also in Housing's Finest, also a streamer, also a nice person. Her stream is the one they call Myers. That one. Also, she was on Aries' stream yesterday, so discussing her buildings. So if you want to go check that out, you may want to. So this is... Oh yeah, absolutely. Patience. So this... I don't know if this is just a kitchen or if there's more to it, because that looks like almost like algae and stuff supposed to be caught up with the anchor. That's a really creative idea. Lots of stuff down here. Look at that lovely, what's the word? Clutter. Just gorgeous. Tons of it. And we've got a bar. More beautiful clutter. She's got a talent for clutter. She really does. Counting money. This is interesting. Wanted posters. Probably a point of pride. Writing out letters or something. I mean, I might if I had an idea where I really, really, really wanted to present it that way. Also, check out the scythes. She put 4 scythes behind the normal trophy. That's a subtle little detail there. But I don't have that kind of idea for it. I've been known to go to extremes, but usually it's just with buying things, not with farming things. All the smoke. Silver Mist's Werewolf Hideaway, hakkvild. It's like drinking pure chocolate. I don't have it in me for that. So few people do hakkvilds. $6.86, we're full. Nice. Werewolf Hideaway. Sorry, I had to answer somebody's housing question. Alright, so nothing in here yet. I think people have done some things with the unexpectedly with certain antiquities. I don't think anybody ever expected anyone to go in the direction that people have been going with the hope of ribbons, not the hope of ribbons, but the echoes of Eldmaris, like just using the curly Q bits. I don't think anyone expected anyone to do that, but it's happened because builders can come up with creative shit to do. So very little in here as well, but we do have some woofs. I would add a light in here, maybe a fire, like a campfire or something, so that we can actually see what's going on. It would fit the feel to have a campfire in there as well. At one point, I was thinking of farming a gazillion of those griffin feathers for my grant outline, but I changed my mind and decided to do a subtler kind of look, because the look itself was meant to be a gentle feeling because he was a gentle boy. I think the fire would have been too powerful, too fierce. He was not a fierce boy whatsoever. He was the sweetest, soft. He never bit me. He never scratched me. He never did anything like that. He was a very, very sweet boy. Where is everything? I don't... Gardening, maybe? How do you get full in here without everything? Oh, it's just a filter, sweetie. It's just a filter. Nobody's bothered to change them yet, but it's a filter. So they use carpet. They use carpet as the fake dirt. And then they've got lots of plants in here. Usually Ula comes on and changes the filter right away, and then I put on something stupid, right? But she hasn't been. Wonder what they're doing with these pots. I guess I'm catfishing because of the fact that it's a just look better filter. It just puts on fake makeup. Technically, I don't know. Except I don't pretend that this is really me. Hammy had the nerve to say that I look better with no makeup. And I'm like, you haven't seen me with no makeup. What crack are you smoking? I don't go anywhere with no makeup. You're just loony if you think I do. Unless I'm wearing a filter, I don't go anywhere without makeup. Oh, here we go. More stuff. Okay. We've got a crafting room with all sorts of stuff in it. It's weird. It's like I would expect that this would have a ton more items. I must be missing something. I feel like I'm missing something. I don't know what. But Silver Mist, if you have a spot that you put stuff and I'm missing it because I feel like I am, please tell me and we'll come back. It does not feel like 700 items. It just doesn't. It doesn't look bad. It just doesn't feel like 700 items, and it's very confusing to me. All right, just a couple more today on NA, and then we'll head over to EU. Xenos, no. Yeah, Xenos is Forsaken Overlook. And then we'll head over. Now, Xenos has republished all of their work recently, so you'll see a lot of new stuff that maybe isn't new, but this is from what I see, completely new. I think they redid this entirely. We've got pathing. And then there's some magical smoke and light coming out of the Khajiit lantern. A little bit of temples here. Maybe she didn't redo it entirely. Maybe this is the one with the blue tree up top. The first time I ever saw those undaunted trees in place, but she certainly updated it. Look at that, putting the moons in there. Doesn't that look good? Ooh, nice. Nice idea. That looks perfect. Moon temple bad. Sunken down with the bonfire in the middle. And there's a little wolf. Or fox, rather. These are some really creative ways of using items that I haven't seen before. By the way, join my Discord if you have anything that you want to promote, like a contest or something for your guild or yourself, because I have an entire channel for promote yourself, and I genuinely mean it. Go ahead and use it for that purpose, because it's meant for that. We gotta support each other and give each other a place to network, and the more any of one of us benefits, the more all of us benefit, so please feel free to use that. So we have 2 effects in here. I'm gonna guess one is this water. I'm wrong. Beautifully done. But there is the blue tree. So she did change it. It's just not completely changed. Window closed up. Reminds me of the old story about the guy who grew corn. There was a man who grew the best corn in the area, and he won all the contests, whatever. But every year he would go to all of his neighbors and give them some of the best seeds that he had left over, and give them advice on how to grow their corn and try to help them out. And somebody asked him once, like, why do you do that instead of just keeping it all for yourself and succeeding? And, you know, beating them all the time instead of trying to make them better. And he said, because corn is pollinated by the wind blowing over my corn. So the better they do, the better I do. So that's kind of how I look at it with helping each other with promotions and promoting each other, and also with in housing. It's like we all inspire one another, and by helping one another out, we're gonna get help too. But even if we don't, it's the right thing to do. It's the right thing to do, she says. Oh, I forgot to do the ongoing contest. Alright. Am I boring everyone to sleep telling stories, silly stories? Alright. I will be right back after these messages. Never! Never! Alright, be right back. gonna flip out like a ninja. Okay. Hold on. All right. Let's just go to Oliphant the Third's Grand Sigil. No, we can't. Okay. Is anybody else on? Okay. Let's do open houses. Just a moment. Ah! There we go. All right. Let's start from the bottom, because we don't usually. Let's go to Zogeline's house in Hundings. Hundings. Ugh, Karen. Why do you suck so much? So many problems. Oh, darkness. Alright, we've got 16 effects, one of which is clearly turning down the gamma to makes things more shiny. I think a lot of people really like the darkness because it makes things really shiny. Like golds show up really nicely, lights, glowy plants. As I said, glowy plants, gold. These things show up really nice in dark skies, and that's a whirlpool, that effect. There's 16 effects in here, one of which is a portal. They've got some treasures back here. They've got a kitchen with a cooking fire. You know, I think with the stained glass and all of the candles and everything that they've put into this, I really do think that the darkness is really good in this house. And it's hard to use darkness well, but I think they did a really good job on it. Of course, that's effect as well. But you put it in front of a fan, it makes 10 times more sense, doesn't it? Looking good. Oh, I owe Masha money. Wow, it helps to add an H. Masha won yesterday, so that was her prize. Okay, so this is fireflies. Swarm. I'm guessing, though, it's not meant to be fireflies. That reads more to me like pollen around the crystal and the plants, right? And this is all split. So they have a bathroom with privacy. Nice Alanori touches. Looking good. Mushrooms. Mushroom, mushroom. Interesting setup. I would not have thought to do it that way. Oh, somebody's pathing's a little off, but it's not your fault. Pathing just doesn't work right. I do think it's being worked on, though. Maybe it was just improved on PTS, I'm not sure. I lost track of what they were doing with it. So. Oh, coral garden. Okay. We got some stuff here. Alright, let's go around. We've got a stable with a baby Indrik. Oh, good. Okay. I might... You know, I haven't done much with it yet. I need to get on that. So here's a little place to sit, get out of the sun, enjoy the water. It's like a little floating porch or something. And that's clearly a dock over there. I want to do more with it, but I just haven't really figured out what I want to do with it yet. I only want to use it where it makes sense. And if it doesn't make sense, it feels like I shouldn't just do it to do it. And then we have this coral pretty pool, which is usually a pool, but this looks like it's more of like a fountain zone for people to grow coral in, because coral doesn't usually... Coral garden, maybe? Okay. Vargadis. Let's do your Hall Lunar Champion. I'm gonna flip out like a ninja. I don't know why that song is stuck in my head, but it totally is. All right. 698 items. None in the front room, so presumably all of them in Hall of the Colossus, because that's the only side that's open. Derp. I think we have another town in here, and that's not a complaint. I like towns. Okay. Towns! Wow, it's raining. Like, that's legit rain. That's not an effect, by the way. There's no effects in this house. So, oh, wow, lovely. This is... I did see this before. What? Did the person change their name? Is that what happened? Because I swear I've seen all of this. This was a build I've seen before. It's beautiful, but I've seen it. Not sure who, what, When, how, high, why, what. Let's go to Imperfect's Necromancer Lair wraithhome. I think Varghese used to be someone else, but I can't recall who. Hello! What's up? Let me see. I'm almost positive I've seen that place. Yes, I did. Who was it? Alakina. That was Alakina. Who is now Varghese? Okay. That's fine. We're full. wraithhome. Nice necromancer lair. So we're going with the feel of the house. I did tour all of the contest entries for HFB, I think. Did I? Yes. I could swear I did. For last month. Obviously this month isn't up yet. I did not tour any, like, if we have... I did do the only one of Saluthians I hadn't done. Oh, you're fine. Please. Everybody has lives. But the one room, the Halls of the Colossus room, I have not touched. So if that's been updated, I need to go back and look at that. So what is this? Is this like a tub? A flipped upside down with a trough involved. And that's interesting. I guess it's a heated tub. And, oh, this is a bed. Would not have guessed bed, but it is a bed. But yeah, I'm caught up on Saluthian. I'm caught up on all of the contest entries for this month. I am not caught up on any changes in the Halls of Colossus, so. Ah, Bane can scare me. So, those of you in Florida, are you all safe? Because I hear Hurricane Eta is coming your way, and I'm worried. Okay. Okay. Gotcha. Well, I'm not going to read all of this out loud because it would take most of my stream to do so, because there are 5 books worth of individual books written. So if you're curious to read them, we are in theimperfect's wraithhome. Usually I'll read at least 1 book aloud, but when we've got 5 full books aloud, I'm not going to do that. It'll just take too long. People write some really detailed stuff, and that's okay. Alright, bye, Torber. See you later. Torber's a good soul. No cross path over here. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. What button? Oh, no! Let me find one. Let me find one for you that's silly. I'll be a croissant. That's what this button does. I'm a croissant. That's funny. I see nothing wrong with being a croissant. I'm part French. See you later, Torber. I'm very flaky too. Can you see all my flakes? I'm like, when I move, you can see the flakes coming off. I'm buttery and flaky. You guys give me such laughs. I picked this one out for Ulu, but she's not even here. There is a goldfish. There is a goldfish. It's not cute, though. It's kind of icky, but I will look for a goldfish for you in the future. There is one. Don't eat me! Ooh, horsey running. Again, this house, I never know which way to tour it, so if I'm touring it the wrong way, I apologize. Now, here's that hakkvild statue. I don't know if this is the crown one, but the one that you can buy achievement is like teeny and costs 100k or some crazy shit like that. I forget. This is almost like a dueling arena, but with this guy here, it's probably more of a practice arena. And everybody watching. What's ridiculous? The fact that... What? What did I miss? Oh, that. Yeah. No, it is ridiculous. It's super costly for something so kind of lame. I thought you were saying my croissant was ridiculous, which it is. But I was like, why would that make you mad? Sorry. So, interesting table. That is an interesting cobble. I've not seen anyone make a table out of that with those on it. No! I did! I am dead! You killed me! See, I don't pretend like I don't pretend like I don't use filters, because it's like, yeah, I can wear nice pretty makeup, but give me an opportunity to act like a goofball, and here I am. If I missed anything in the imperfect, let me know. I see a spot over there I might have missed, so let's go sploosh and nearly die. And then this is like a little Sijic island. Interesting. Oh, wow, I like that floor you did there. I'm going to take a picture. I'm going to take a picture of your cool floor. Very nice. But you're cooking people too. Nom people. I'm sure I can't even open Mr. Dead Cat over here. Look at, oh, it's like a statue. Very nicely done with all the blue. And then we have a tree. Some trees. Okay. What's that out in the corner? I see something. I think we found treasure. I believe I found the treasure. Oh my gosh. Look, no no streamer will ever get mad at you for chatting too much in chat. It's because if you don't, their stream is dead. It's much appreciated when you do this, so don't worry about it. All right, another huge one. Can we do a small one? Let's pick a small one, shall we? If one exists. Oh my god, they're all huge, except for Palimpsest. Apartment de Gardasil. It's okay if you chat. It's okay if you don't. It's okay. Whatever you do is fine. It gives me something to respond to if you chat, and if you're quiet, I can just babble. It's fine. Man, I don't know what's up with his houses. I guess he only invites me when he's ready. Because he usually sends me a message saying, you need to come. So I won't bother his until... Alright, Cold Harbor, Snow Tom, Island in Kelthafen. Palimpsest is so stupid talented. Is there a cat napping, or is somebody stealing a cat? That's the question. can be, but other times it's good practice. Even if you see the number 0, it's good practice to keep talking, because here's the thing. Especially when I first started, most of my viewers were from later on. Like they'll watch it when they get home from work, because I'm on at an odd time for Americans. So a lot of people watch me when they get home from work. So if you keep your videos, just remember to keep talking, even if there's 0 viewers, because you will have them later, whether you believe it or not. Especially if you upload to YouTube afterwards. I'm not sure. Oh, you're a maze. You're kidding, right? Sorry, Snow Tom, I can't do mazes. Hey, Lord Wen. I've been okay. How are you? I've actually been pretty good. Raziel, do your Erstwhile. Quatsch Freestad. Yeah, no problem. Hey, I've been doing this long enough that I understand that. Hey, when I got started this morning, I had 0 viewers for a while. And then Evil came in. And, yeah, exactly. But I was alone, 0 viewers for a while there. And Torbersane, who I joined his channel yesterday because he's a sweetheart, also had no viewers when I joined. But, you know, he gets watches afterwards. And so he kept talking the whole time, and that was really wise of him. Even though I was there too, it told him he had 0. Again, somebody chopping up the flowers. So sometimes it lies, or it takes a while to update. It'll say you have 0 viewers, but you actually have like a couple, you know. I've had that happen where I was the viewer. A lot of the item slots in this were taken up by filling all of these nooks with candles, and it's gorgeous, so I don't blame this person at all for wanting to do that, because I do the same. Spider, sorry. I'd do the same. No problem. Also, it's good practice. It's good practice to keep talking. Because it gives you, I mean, frankly, for me, I have it a little easier because I can talk about what I'm looking at. A lot of people, when they're playing the game, they get like focus face, right? That's what it's called when a streamer just becomes so incredibly focused on look at all the ginkgo trees, on what they're actually doing in game, that they don't actually talk. And it's not, they don't do it on purpose. I've had it happen to me. You just get so focused, especially when I'm building. I'll get so focused that I just don't talk for a little bit, and it's not meant to be, it's not meant to happen, but it happens. The other thing too is a lot of people aren't as lucky as me because they don't have constant new content to look at. So they're playing this one game over again. What do you say about it the 30th time that you play and kill something, right? It's all the same. So that's why people enjoy having people come into their channel and just talk. This is one of the few people I've ever seen not use this place as a trophy room. This is just very interesting to me that they completely turned this into sort of like a garden slash something room. I don't know what to call it, but it's really neat that they didn't do the typical thing. I'm a big fan of doing the unusual. Oh, it's a spa. Or a little, whatchamacallit? What do you call this? Steam room. You could hide one of those Daedric blocks in underneath here and then let your person sit. That would be cool. If you wanted to do that. It is lovely. It's neat when people do unexpected things. This is not like a creepy, gross house. This is a very pretty house. Oh, sure. Absolutely. You keep me talking. You keep me interesting so that I don't keep saying the same thing over and over. Beautiful kitchen. highly recommend that if you make a kitchen, you do what this person did. See these orcish hutches? I can speak, really, I can. I think they're fantastic for kitchens because you can hang things, you can put things underneath. They're just a really good way to show off what you've got. They really work for that. But, you know, lately I've been building on stream a little bit too, and that's hard because I get, like, I don't know what to say about it because I'm embarrassed. Like, if something isn't working, like, if I'm trying to do an EHT thing, and my math is terrible. Like, I suck at math. And if I'm just keep on redoing it and making the same mistake over and over because I don't know math, I get embarrassed. I'd rather do that portion of it offline so you guys don't watch. But I shouldn't be embarrassed because the reality is that plenty of us don't know math. And it probably helps to show you that people make mistakes as they work, you know? But it's not like I walk into a house and I just press the button and boom, it builds itself, you know? I've screwed up for a long time. My builds start out looking terrible sometimes. My worst build... Oh, I know. My worst build for a while was my Proud Spire, which is which was my train station. I mean, it looked like crap when I was trying to build it on stream. But eventually it changed. It came around to something much better. And let's do it. Futerko's bastion tower Mattis. Hello, Erie. Eventually it came around to something pretty cool. But that's the thing. Like, if you see me, like, when I first did my Sijic, like, it changed almost completely so many times over because what I did is I would take things, I'd throw it against the wall, see if it worked, and then when it didn't, I'd change. And that's kind of the way that I operate. Oh my god, this is crazy. This is Bastion. I was expecting crazy, but this is... It's like a diorama up there. That's beautiful. But yeah, I definitely have a problem with EHT working. Yeah, exactly. And I'll tell you the truth. A lot of times, look at those skulls. I'll go to my husband and I'll say, hey, can you help me with the math on this? I want it to turn this way, and I don't know how to do it, and I can't figure it out. Will you help me? And he'll help me with it. And that's truly how I do it a lot of times. Like, I can't figure out the math and I struggle with it for so long that, oh, that's nifty, that I finally give up and ask my husband for help, and then he'll come and he'll help me. I even have little crib sheets that tell you which way X, Y, and Z turn. I don't use them often enough, but if you can see here, I've got this little fancy dancy thing. This is up, roll, yaw. Right, roll, yaw, pitch. It shows you which way each thing turns, and then he put Y for up, Y for down, Z for back and forward, and X for right and left. So these is like a little cheat sheet. I think I'll put that out for you guys so you too can use that as a little cheat for when you're trying to put things down, and those details can be really hard. Exactly. And what I'm really talking about with Serafi is that a lot of times on stream, like, I'll be trying to get stairs to work right, or I'll try to turn things the right way, and they come out completely wrong, and it's because I suck at it. Oh, you didn't see my... Oh, you just my croissant. My croissant! I'll change from croissant so you can see it. Let's go back to something normal so you can see it here. All right. This is what I'm talking about. that. See? Oh, I'm holding it the wrong way. That would help. I'll put one up on stream, or I'll put one up for you guys in the Discord so that you can have one for yourself. I think that would be really handy. Yeah, it is pretty simple, and it's super helpful. But even with that tool, I tend to mess up. So, like you saw with me, this is all incredible, by the way. I'm just taking pictures of all of it because it's just all that good. Like when you saw me messing up, that's even with cheat sheets, you know? Uh-oh. Deh! Make sure this closes for you. I still mess up even with cheat sheets. Also, it's good to remember that it's not always you. For example, the hitbox around ivy or around certain structural materials. Let's say it's not this, but if it were this, they just have this enormous hitbox of empty space around it that lets you select over it. But the bigger the hitbox, the harder. That's how big the computer or the game thinks that item is. So if the hitbox goes out to here, that's how far away it's going to place it from the next item. The security cam is fantastic. That is. What is, that's a cup, right? I can't select it because the hitbox is too. No, I can't select it. Some sort of cup, I think. Interesting. Exactly what I'm talking about with the hitboxes, though. Beautiful window view. Little hand coming out underneath. Clockwork cup, thank you. Another cell. These are cells, clearly. Another video camera. Now, how do I get to the... I'm assuming there's more, and I'm just gonna have to figure out how to get there. Or there isn't, and we're done. That could be done, too. Because it's like a prison. So they're hiding people down in the prison. And what have they done? I'm pretty sure this is gonna have a sneaky other than that one, but we'll see. Or maybe this is it, because honestly, it's a lot of items. Are you supposed to pop through here, maybe? I don't know. I'll take a peek out. I see something out there. No, maybe not. And so I shouldn't be ashamed, but I am, because that's, you know, how I roll. Ashamed. And then I get embarrassed, and I'm like, I'm gonna turn off the stream and go build on my own so you guys don't have to see me being embarrassingly bad. Alright, let's do an antiquarian out here. And while we're at it, why not hit exclamation point potato? We'll do Rishikesa. Mountain Loft. For pcna, PCEU 50,000 gold, and we'll call it in a minute or two. The contest, I mean. While we're doing this antiquarian. Jessitron. And if you haven't, please give me a follow. It means a lot. It's what I need to ever get ahead in becoming stream team, which I doubt will ever happen. But I mean, I gotta try, right? All right, 580, we're full. This is Rishikesa. This is really pretty already. I can tell they went the pretty route. Now that's well done. They hid a trellis in here of purple, but then they used the typical ones. They sunk them in here. The trellis looks really good. I'm wondering. It's the pergola. Okay, it is the crown. The crown pergola. This is not the one that we got for free because it's purple, not blue. Well, free, quote unquote free. All the purple. Beautiful setting to sit at, but we also have some coral and a nimbus. A stable under a tent. We'll go over there. I just wanted to, I see Azura. I wanted to just take a peek at the outside gardening because it's clearly an important part of this house and an important part of your breakfast. All right, let's pull the contest then. Giveaway. And the winner is 3 Linus. Yay, yay, yay. I will give you your monies when I get back on NA. All right, so we've got a bedroom. Yeah, somebody went all pretty with this house, and it's different. It's always kind of interesting to see whether people are going to go pretty. Are they going to go antique-y? Are they? Oh, that's nice. Are they going to go, you know, educational? Like, is it a school? Is it a college of some type or a research area? Somebody did a piano. Lovely piano, by the way. But I do like that sometimes people go in a different direction than others. Nice oven. And I think a lot of people took up Zoss's challenge with this house and went, because it did seem like a challenge. It seemed like they were saying this should be a house for museum or full of antiquities, and that's what you should do. And I think a lot of people went with that because it was pretty much what Zoss was telling you to do. But other people did different things. Like this person did a more cozy kind of lived-in home. Although there is a top roof of all sorts of stuff, like found items. What's back here? Did I go back here? I did. Okay, this is the bathroom. All right. No, not me either. I mean, I built a castle that I hate now. I'm going to rebuild it when I'm done with every other project I have. But I have a lot of projects that I'm like in the middle of. It takes me a long time to finish a project lately. I pretty much gave up on J Hart's schedule because I just can't keep up. You know, it's like, I'm not going to make something I'm proud of on his schedule once a month, you know. I need more time than that. So this is lovely. This is also a crown item, this Elsewhere dais. So I got to go on my own schedule, even if that's kind of slow. And then we have Azura up there with all of the dawn and dusk lights, and you can fight with this dude in between all of these void anomalies. By the way, if you're having trouble finding a way up onto some of the spots in Underground Markarth, void anomalies, if you click on them sometimes, they flip you up to the top of the bridge, like onto the bridge you're on. And I don't know how I missed that. I found it by accident. So if you're at a point in a quest where you can't get up to something because it's too high or seems to be no way to get to it, try looking for a void anomaly and clicking on it. It's very odd. I don't know how that happened without. Understood. But just so you know, this weekend, double nodes. So this would be a good time to restock on Mondays. So, all right, folks, I'm gonna call it. I'm beat. Let me see who I can raid off to. I'm gonna raid off to Hammy because I love him. If you don't mind. You should give Hammy a follow. He's a good guy. He's not doing housing, he's doing RimWorld. But the music of RimWorld is so chill. You're going to love it if you're into it. If you're into it at all. It's so soothing. I actually load it up even when I'm not watching. So. Here we go. Alright. See you guys later.